dance. Wednesday morning, tales unfold, memories and news retold. Tune in, B1039, Curries voice and life's sweet line. Sheriff Miller by his side, lively blue red, hearts blood.
Brought to you by Big Rapids Tire, Zott's Bar and Grill, Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, and by M&M Collision Center. All righty.
All right. Good morning, Bob. How are you?
Okay. How's everything?
Did you get a haircut?
No.
I didn't think so.
No,
you look good this morning. Is it on you?
Huh?
Is the camera on you?
No, it's you.
Just me, huh?
That's you.
Well, I got
there
three
you
great,
are.
I got three. Oh, that looks good.
All right. So we are now on YouTube with
YouTube.
video. Okay. So if you're looking for us on Facebook, that Tuesday we're doing Facebook Live, but this is on YouTube.
Okay.
So we have a new setup in here, so we are going to be experimenting with it. So if you want to go check us out on YouTube, you can see video and audio.
So Buck Harrison texted me last night. He said, I missed your show today. He said, I'd love to hear it. I heard it's a good one. I said, well, all our shows are good with Bob and I, what the heck. But we had Bruce Borkovich on yesterday, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm sure some people didn't, but we gave a view of Bruce. And if you would like to counter that conversation, you'd be more than welcome on my show any Tuesday morning. I'd love to have you. But anyway, I told Buck he could get it on YouTube. Yesterday, right?
Yeah, just go to our page, which is B1039BigRapids.com, our webpage, and you'll see a thing for streaming. For broadcasting our live shows, you go to that, and everything's archived, I think, for 30 days, something like that.
Probably nobody cares anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, I got some great guests in here, and we're going to get to them right now. This time of year is signing day. I think it's today at Fair State. Wish Tony and his company up there the best of luck. I know a lot of guys want to play for Fair State, that's for sure. The national champion, man, every year in and year out. So congratulations to Fair State. The basketball team's having a rough time right now, but I think that coach will get it going here, and hockey, same thing, but they're playing very competitive. And Big Rapids High School hockey tonight at Ferris Arena, I believe, at 6 o'clock. So if you're not doing nothing to go there. But you know what, Bob? We got a lot of sports in the winter, and one's wrestling. And I've known Bruce Hoffman with me this morning, my right, your left. Bruce and I have been friends for quite a few years. And I always ask him when he comes in the station during the wrestling season, how's it going? And he would tell me, and he'd highlight some of the guys that were doing pretty good and some of the lows of it. But he was very optimistic about his team and very proud of his team's accomplishments every time they went out. And even when they were defeated as a team, they stood tall, and he always talked good of them guys. They gave it all they had. So anyway, as of recently, you're really on the map, Bruce. You guys are doing really well this year.
Yeah, we're having a pretty good year this year.
I mean, you're very competitive.
We've been in there. Our conference is pretty tough, so
yeah.
The record isn't great, but yeah, we've been going to a lot of team events and coming away, 4 wins, 1 loss. And the guys are wrestling tough, and
they're competitive.
Getting there.
Yeah. Well, this morning we got Henry Cornell with me. Henry, good morning.
Good morning to you, Pat.
And then we got Austin Brandt. Just to give you a little history on these guys, the Brandts moved here many, many moons ago. I can remember taking eggs out to the Brandt boys. Ben and Cheryl Brandt right on Milton Avenue there, owners of Peak Properties here in town, invested their whole life savings into this town of ours, which they're very proud to be a very active part. They've raised 4 boys. Austin, I think you're the 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're in that position where you really had to fight for eggs at the table, didn't you? Yeah. You got Noah on top there, and then James, and then you, and then Baby.
Yes, sir.
Right. Baby's real name is?
Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander. Boy, for all these years, you guys all have nicknames. Yours is Pooter.
Yes, sir.
And then what's Noah's?
He doesn't have one.
No, poor guy left out.
Enough.
And James doesn't either, does he?
Mm-mm.
Just how did they pick Pooter?
I don't know. I mean, my mom's just been calling it me forever, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Just probably forgot who you were after the Noah and James, good biblical names, saints. And then she probably had to have that little devil on her eye come out, and that's Pooter.
That's Baby, actually.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to talk about wrestling. You guys, you're your what, 3rd year?
Yeah, for high school, yep.
You're junior, and
I'm a senior.
You're a senior. This is your last year.
Yes, sir.
You look a lot like your mother.
Thank you.
Did anybody tell you that?
Yeah.
She's a beautiful lady, Paula. Paula's cleaning here in Big Rapids. We'll give her a little plug here, right?
Yes, sir.
Is she looking for new customers? And I know she's busy.
Yeah, she's pretty busy. She's always taking new people, though.
Do you know, I'm going to give you a bit of history lesson here. Your mother is Paula and your grandmother is Barb.
Yes, sir.
Married Snyder.
Yes, sir. Marty.
Marty, yep. Butch's dad, Bucks. And then Barb's mother is Mrs. Federick, right?
I believe so.
You never met her because you're way too young. But anyway, Mrs. Federick was my mother's maid of honor. My mother and your great-grandmother were best friends. That's how old I am, and that's how young you are. I remember them well. 13 daughters they had out there, John Federick family out there. Wow, 13. But
that's a lot.
Yeah. So anyway, a little history for everybody out there. Brandts, they're not natives of here, but we're glad to have them here. They're from the Manistee area, right?
Yep, my mom, yep.
Yep, and she was a fisher.
Yep.
Yep, and they're the makers of Manistee Catholic School and Church up there. They're big fun people up there, and they have the Dublin store up there. You get up there very much?
Yeah, we try to go down as much as we can.
Do you make anything that sells in there?
No.
I know.
My brother makes cutting boards, though.
Right, is he still doing that?
Yep.
How the heck's he find time?
I don't know. He just bought a house, too, so he's a busy guy.
Yeah, got married. But I know a few years back, my wife and I were up there. We always enjoy stopping at the Dublin stores because they're just so friendly up there, and they got everything you want. Folks, I'm telling you, if you've never been to Dublin store, you go there, you're going to go again. You just can't go one time.
Yes, sir.
It's out in nowhere land. Actually, it's centrally located, actually, isn't it, from a lot of towns. Manistee's not too far from there, 10, 15 miles maybe?
Probably.
But they sell a lot there, and she bought a cook board. What do you call it?
Cutting board?
Yeah, cutting board. Just because your brother made it. Paid too much, but that's beside the point. Well, anyway, Bruce, we're going to talk about wrestling.
All right.
Now I got that out of my system. Austin, why do you wrestle?
It's just like a hard sport, and I mean, it just keeps me going, teaches me like a lot of lessons, and yeah.
Well, like, how many years you been doing it?
Probably like 5 or 6 total.
Your dad was a good athlete in his day.
Yep.
He played for Michigan State, didn't he?
No.
Was he recruited though in football or something?
I mean, I think he got a couple offers, but he didn't go anywhere.
Just go with whatever I say.
Yep.
But anyway, no. But he enrolled all you guys into wrestling, didn't he, when you were all little?
Yeah, he made us do it till 8th grade, and then I was like the only one that stuck with it, though.
Right. Why is that, you think?
That he made us do it till 8th grade?
No. I mean, why didn't Noah wrestle? Because you guys were all built pretty good. I mean, you're probably the strongest, though, aren't you?
Yeah, me or baby.
Yeah, the two older ones, they smoked too many cigarettes, probably. But anyway, no, they didn't smoke cigarettes. We know that. But what did they got into high school, and your dad didn't force them? He just said, it's up to you now, huh? But I wonder why he did that. What was it that your dad instilled in you guys to wrestle?
I think he just like believes it's like a super hard sport, like I said, and it just like changes your life for like the better, like just down like the road. High school.
And plus, defend yourself.
Yep.
Boy, there's some moves in there that you can defend yourself with the guy that doesn't know wrestling, isn't there? Yeah. How you doing this year?
I'm doing pretty good. I believe my record is 28-6, and we just had some hard competition this year, and I feel like our team's like just starting to change and become better. So I think that's awesome.
But, I can't, the size of you're 190?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, got legs on him like a bull, doesn't he, Bruce?
Oh, he does. He does.
But have you ever been pinned?
Oh, yeah, I've been pinned.
What's it like?
Not fun. You don't want to be there.
Right. But it's just a flip of a switch, though, when you get pinned, isn't it?
Yep.
Something that you wish you could have took back and said, darn, I wish I wouldn't. Isn't it that way? I don't know. I never wrestled that. I wrestled a little bit, but not like you guys, but phys ed class. But it is a split-second decision-making. And mentally, how big is mentally in wrestling?
Oh, that's like the hardest part about it, I would say. It's just like, it's all just a mental game.
Really? Because you're both equally in strength, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, I think I'm usually pretty much stronger than my opponent, but...
Well, but I mean, weight-wise, you're 190.
Yeah.
So, like, do you wrestle guys that aren't toned as well as you?
Oh, yeah, I have. Sometimes they're more toned, but I don't know.
Well, okay, you don't know. I'll tell you how much you know. No, but did I read right where you wrestled at 245 or 235?
Coach bumps me up to 215 sometimes when we need a win. So.
When you need a win?
Yeah.
And you're 190, so you're 25 pounds lighter.
Yep.
Coach, what's the motive there? What?
I mean, if you look at him,
I know, yeah.
He's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So, unless there's the 215-pounder built just like him, I got to believe he's stronger than they are, so he can probably beat them.
So
when we need the team points,
yeah.
Sometimes it's hey, I can send somebody else out at 190 to get a win, or maybe collect a forfeit, and bump Pooter there up to 215 to get another win, and sometimes that's how you win a team duel.
Okay, so how many times you done it this year?
Oh, maybe a half a dozen.
Wow, really? And you won every one of them?
Oh no, I lost one.
You did? To who? Who was that?
I don't remember who it was, but I know he was mad at me.
Was he?
Oh yeah, he's mad at me.
Yep.
Why is that?
I don't know. I didn't want to wrestle too.
Bump me up.
Okay.
I got
he bumped me up.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know if you just didn't like the guy or what. But
No.
He must have been a heck of a good wrestler then, eh?
I'm okay. Yeah.
No, I mean the guy.
Oh, the guy?
You.
Oh yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
His legs were way bigger than mine. So.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you go the duration of the match?
Oh no, I got pinned in that match.
Okay.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. But what do you learn from being pinned? Like, do you learn that you feel bad for the guy you're pinning?
No, you never feel bad. No.
Never feel bad. Okay, I didn't think so. I just wonder what your answer would be. But what is it like to get beat? How do you handle that?
I mean, over the years, I've just learned to cope with it, but it's just not a good feeling. Nobody wants to get beat, and I just try to make myself better from that. So
that's a winner for you, isn't it, Bruce?
Yeah, that is. It's something I keep trying to communicate to the guys is you get better from losing, not from winning. If you go out and have an easy match and just do whatever you want with the guy, you're not getting better. Really? It's good to have those matches once in a while, but not that I want my guys to go out and lose. Don't take it that way, but right. When a guy goes out and they get a tougher guy, they get a guy that's a little bit better, and they lose. Hopefully, they can take from that. I hope they're upset about it. I hope they're mad, but I hope they look at it and go, today I wasn't good enough. Tomorrow I'm going to work harder, so the next time I can. So I think that's good for our guys. I think good, hard competition does better because it keeps us from getting into that, hey, I can go to practice and just kind of coast through. You go out, you wrestle a tough guy, you get beat. There's nobody to blame. You can't say, hey, my quarterback did a bad job, the line didn't block. It's you, and it's sometimes that's tough to swallow, but swallowing that pill and then realizing that I don't like it today. So tomorrow and the next day, I'm going to work harder in practice. I'm going to get better. So when I see that guy the next time, I win. I think our guys are starting a little bit and understand that the tough matches are the better matches for them, even if they don't come out on top. And it shows them where they can improve, and that's kind of the way we try to look at it. We don't push anybody down. We don't, hey, you got beat, by that kid and he's not good, and so you're a bad wrestler or anything like that. We look at it the other way of, hey, he showed us where we need to improve, so let's go out and let's try to improve on that. And I think our guys really are buying into that. I think that's one of the keys to our success this year is, we go out and we get a tough defeat, and the next practice is not moping around and feeling sorry for ourselves. The next practice is busting our butt and working harder and getting better so that the next time it's a better outcome. And I think that just makes our guys better prepared. I'm proud of them. I'm glad they're starting to realize that, to learn those lessons, that it's okay to not be good enough today if tomorrow you prepare better so you're ready the next time.
Yeah. Henry, what do you think of that?
I agree with that a lot. I do.
How long you been wrestling?
So I started when I was really little, and then I kind of fell out of it, and then I picked it back up my freshman year. So I'd probably say 7 years, probably a little bit more, maybe, give or take.
When you were little, like fourth grade?
Like first grade. Yeah, like real little.
And then your mother promoted you to do something like that, or your dad? Was he a wrestler?
No, actually, I'm the only one out of my parents. I was the only one that ever wrestled out of my siblings too. It was something my mom saw one day, and I was always running around like a chicken with his head cut off, I guess. And so it was something to do, something to tire me out, I guess, and I really started to like it.
Are you the oldest in the family?
I'm the oldest boy, but I have 2 older sisters, Josie and Danny.
How many siblings do you have then?
4.
4? Mm-hmm. And then you have a brother younger than you then?
Yep, Marty.
Is he wrestling?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, named after Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. What grade's he in?
He's in 8th grade.
Oh, 8, but he doesn't wrestle. Is he going to, you think?
I don't think so.
No. What do you like about wrestling the best? I mean, do you play any other sport?
No, I wrestle all the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think what I like about wrestling the most is probably just the feeling of the work. Is I really like how it feels to like be in the practice room. I really like that environment. I like working as hard as I can. I like pushing myself as hard as I can.
How are you doing this year then? What's your record?
I'm not doing as good as I should be. I think my record's 26-6 or 25-6.
That's not bad. Not bad. What weight are you?
I'm a little bit lighter than Pooter. I'm 126.
I know, I love it. 126, though, you're a scrapper. You guys move a little faster than Pooter, I bet.
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever wrestled each other?
I think once or twice.
Have
I try to go easy on him, but...
You go easy on that 190-pound guy with legs like a football player?
Yep.
Yeah, all right, I believe it. BS, or you're worse than I am. But if you was to tell a young kid... of all the sports get into, you obviously would say wrestling. What would you tell that kid he's going to get out of it?
I would tell that kid he's going to get the work ethic he would never get from any other sport in the world if he wrestled.
Is that right, Austin?
Absolutely.
I mean, you play football. What's the difference?
I think wrestling is by far the hardest sport there is.
Really?
Yeah, they don't really even compare, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just like the mental game, like Coach Hoffman was saying, there's nobody to blame it on. Like, if you lose, like, it's all on you. And yeah, I think it's definitely the hardest sport that there is, and I think everybody should do it.
So you support anybody to try out for
100%,
wrestling?
yeah.
What's it take to be a really good wrestler?
I mean, you just got to put like the work in. Like these high school wrestlers, they're just like going through like the motions at practice and stuff. But then like people like Henry, he does it in like the summer and stuff through camps. And I need to start getting into that. I haven't even been doing it, but I think that's like what separates like the elite from the average person.
Well, what could make you better? What do you think you have to do to be the state champion? What do you think?
I think just like putting in like the work in like the off season, going to like the gym, getting faster, going to those camps like Henry does, and yeah.
What do the camps do for you, Henry?
The camps are a little bit different. The camps, you kind of just go there and you get these guys from maybe like a different state. You go to out of state camp. You got guys. They'll teach you their way of wrestling for like a week or 2 weeks or a month or however long you're there. They'll teach you how they wrestle there, and then you'll come back and you'll incorporate that into how you wrestle here. But then there's also like club teams. Like I wrestle for a club team down in Grand Rapids all summer long too. That's like consistent practices every week. That's 4 or 5 practices every week. And the camps are kind of, you sign up, you go there like one time thing for like 2 or 3 weeks.
So there is a big difference in technique of wrestling? There's not just one?
Oh, no, there's a million different ways to do everything.
Really?
Yeah. There's so many different ways to do everything in wrestling.
So do you pick and choose, or you try to do
I would say, one of the only things me and Coach agree on is, if you can pick 3 things and get really, really good at 3 things, you can be a really, really good wrestler.
What do you think?
Yep. I mean, it's funny because in practice a lot of times I have I don't want to not mention my assistant coaches. We got Sam Miller. He's a Big Rapids graduate from a few years back before I started coaching. Young guy, he's up helping out. We got Mike Selzer's in the room with us. He's not got a big wrestling background, but of course his boys wrestled coming up, and so he knows a little bit. And he's more of that disciplinarian. Point out to the guys when they're not working, kind of to let us coach. But even Coach Sam Miller and I have some different ways that we do stuff. And so one of the things that we try to do is make sure we show the team those different ways and the reasons why we look at those things differently, and then have them go work on it and find what works best for them.
That's
in their style.
So every wrestler doesn't go out there with the same theme that we're going to wrestle this way.
No, and we don't push that as a coaching staff on any of our kids. Obviously, there are some things you just have to do to be successful, and we push those. But as far as individual moves and what you're going to do on top, what you're going to do from your feet, there's a million different ways. I probably forgot more moves than I know. But we do. We try to teach the kids as much as we can and let them go experiment with it. And then when we see them starting to adopt a style, we try to enhance that style. Hunter Cassidy's one of our kids. He's got a really nice sweeping single, right? We don't mess with his sweeping single. We try to come up with stuff that he can do along with that. One of the things we talked about was, hey, if the kid knows you're going to hit that sweeping single and blocking it, you need your next move off that. And we've tried to do that with all our kids. Here's your primary move. Here's what you want to do. Now let's develop a second one so that if that's not there, you can hit the second one and still be successful. And the guys are really starting to buy into it. They're really starting to figure out that moves link together, chain wrestling. I do this, and if it's not there, then I immediately go to this instead of having to stop and think about it. And so we don't try to force a mold onto anybody. We want them to wrestle how they're comfortable. We just want to improve what they're already wanting to do and then add to it.
Who's your biggest rivalry, would you say?
Oh, jeez. Everybody.
Austin, what do you think? Any particular school
Chip Hills.
you want to beat?
Yeah.
Chip Hills. Reed City.
Because they're always number one, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Reed City, yeah.
Chip Hills has always been tough, and that's, since I've been here, we haven't beat them in a dual meet. And one of my first or second year, I think, coaching, they beat us 84-0.
Wow.
I mean, they went out and where we didn't forfeit, they pinned every one of our guys. And, they were in their heyday.
Who's coaching them?
It's a new guy.
Really? They got a new guy in there? And
he's been there a couple years now.
Yeah, but, they still win.
Yep, they're still winning.
So they have a youth program.
They have a youth program.
I wonder who heads that up.
I don't know.
Some guy over at Chippewa Hills, right?
Yep.
But Sean Cassidy's heading yours up.
He is, and I tell you what, that's helped our program a lot. Mm-hmm. I would be remiss if I didn't give some credit there. He came on board a few years ago with the youth program and put some consistency into it.
Right.
Of course, Hunter's come through our program, so he's been to both practices, and
Did he help you, Austin?
Sean?
Yeah.
I think he's just helping the younger kids that come up.
Okay, he wasn't there when you were there.
No,
younger.
Just to make our program better for the high school and everything else. And I feel like even against Chip Hills this year, this is the best that we've done.
Oh yeah.
So,
really?
Yep.
What did you fare with them then?
We came out just short.
Really?
Just short. Yeah, I think 2 matches.
Yeah.
How did you do, Austin?
They actually voided to me, so I had nobody to wrestle.
So you and your girlfriend just held hands over there and rooted Henry on? Mm-hmm. Oh, God bless your heart. Well, Bruce, let's talk about you right after we take a quick break here. We want to thank our sponsors, and I want to run out and get a cup of coffee maybe, and we'll be right back.
On Curries on Stove League, B1039.
Good job, boys. Hi, this is Pat Curry. We're right here with Brian Miller at 1039. We talk about what's happening with sports in Big Rapids. Well, we got a new sponsor. None other than the great body shop right on Maple Street, east of the bridge in Big Rapids, Michigan. It's called M&M Collision Center. They're celebrating 30 years of trusted, top-quality auto body repair and remains the name you can trust. Whether you have a major collision repair or a minor fender bender, our award-winning team has you covered with free loaners and vehicle detailing with every repair. They work with all insurance companies and treat every vehicle like it's one of their own. From auto body repairs to supporting local community organizations, giving back to the community is part of who they are. Come and see Matt and Devin and Trish and Justin. Just a great group of people there. Come and see why Big Rapids trust M&M Collision Center of Big Rapids, where quality and community come together.
It's snowing. again. And the last thing you want is to have to deal with that old clunky snowblower that might not even start. Or perhaps you've been told that shoveling is not a very good idea for you. Well, wouldn't you like to have the peace of mind knowing that your driveway and walks will be taken care of? M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing wants to give you that peace of mind, no matter how long or short your... Come say cheers at Zott's Bar and Grill in Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people, where everybody knows your name. Zott's, people's choice for best soup. You don't want to miss their award-winning burgers and chili as well. Originally opened in 1933 and serving it up ever since. Seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Roxanne and Doug at Zott's Bar and Grill are proud sponsors of the Signature Player of the Week for the Curries Hot Stove League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m.
Pete, why do you come to Curry's?
I go in there for breakfast every single morning, Pack, except the week. Well, on Sunday. I usually go to church. But I love the scrambled eggs and bacon and toast. Homemade.
When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout, or worse, visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town.
Go! Back 103.9.
Been wanting to get back on you, itching to go.
Oh, boy, I went out and got some of your good black coffee.
There you go. By the way, we are on YouTube, so you can check it out. Just go to b1039bigrapids.com and click on the link for the live stream.
There you
so
go.
that's where we're going to be. We're probably not going to be on Facebook
here.
Live anymore. We're on Facebook Live. But I think what we're going to do is that we will transfer that video over to Facebook Live once this is over.
Oh.
All right, because we can only be on one at a time here.
Too much for me to comprehend, but I know I can comprehend. Bruce Hoffman's here, great guy, great community guy. Got involved with wrestling many, many years ago when he first came here, right, Bruce?
Yeah.
Go for it. Let's get a little history on you, Bruce. I thought you were from Big Rapids.
Well, let me. I want to get in front of you for just a minute. I want to remind everybody tonight we're at home, 5 o'clock, senior night. So if you're able, come on out. We got Ithaca, Mount Pleasant, and Manton in the house. And we're going to wrestle. I think we're going to wrestle Ithaca and Manton. So
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, Big Rapids High School gym.
Yeah, park right out back there. And
yep.
One way in, one way out.
There you go.
There, you can't go anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. How many more matches do you have left?
We got tonight, and then Saturday is conference meet down in Nuevo. And then next week we start the postseason. We got team districts on Wednesday night down in Cedar Springs, and then the following Saturday is the boys district in Gaylord, and Sunday is the girls district in Whitehall.
Wow. So you got how many times a week do they wrestle in matches?
2.
2.
Yep, usually Wednesday night and Saturday, but some of the girls only events that's new for us this year. They've run some of those tournaments on Friday nights and some of those on Sunday. And we've got a girls team this year, first time for us.
Yeah.
To have that many. We've got 6, a couple in and out of with injuries, but we've been taking them to the girls only events, and they've been rocking it. So
that's I was going to ask you, injuries.
Yeah.
How is that pretty?
That's a tough one, especially for a program our size. You know, when I'm not going to jinx anybody, but you take one of our starters, and if they get hurt and they're out of the lineup, we don't have a second guy that's as good. Not yet.
Really?
We're not there yet. We're getting there. Sometimes we have a second guy we can send out, but they're not. Normally they're a young guy and they're not quite ready yet. But we got to do with what we got to do. But that can bog you down.
So we talked earlier about Austin getting a bye over at Chippewa Hills there. The reason for that was obviously the guy didn't want to wrestle him.
That is correct.
And does that happen a lot?
sometimes.
Why is that? Why don't they just wrestle? I mean, it's good practice for them. They're going to get beat maybe, but they might learn something by wrestling. Do you do that? Do you pull a guy out once in a while?
I don't very often.
Yeah.
Pull a guy that I have out of the lineup just because I know he's going to lose or something like that.
Yeah.
If I have a kid that's wrestling hurt, right?
Then you'd pull him.
And it's not going to matter in the team score.
Right.
I set him down because I want him to rest and get better, not because I'm afraid of what's going to happen on the mat. I've never been a big fan of that.
Have you ever wrestled that guy, Austin? The guy that backed off?
No, I haven't wrestled. He was in one of my Saturday meets, so it was an individual meet, and we actually never faced off, but a guy that he lost to I beat, so.
Oh, okay, so that's the determining factor.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go with, I don't like to second guess too many coaches because that's not,
Well, I know it's not.
You got kids that are banged up and hurt, and it's not going to matter in the match. I mean, you're winning a playoff game in the fourth quarter, you pull your quarterback, you don't want to get him hurt, so.
I know that's not in Brandt's vocabulary. I'm not going to wrestle, is it?
Yeah.
I bet your dad would say to you, no, you're going to go wrestle him, even if he is 10 times better than you.
Yeah.
Your dad, he's a good dad, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
You know what I like about him is he doesn't ridicule you or throw you under the bus or anything. He just says, give it all you got, Austin. That's all I ask.
Yes, sir.
And if you get beat, you get beat by a better man. There's nothing wrong with getting beat, but as long as you give it your all. Your dad's that kind of guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and Mom too, but Dad more so. Mom likes to make eggs, make you bigger, right?
That's right. Yeah.
But anyway, so go ahead, Bruce.
I was just
about yourself. I want to talk about you a little bit. Where were you born?
I was born in Kansas.
Okay, we're going to go from Kansas. Let's go to Michigan.
All right. Yeah, right. I was born on. Well, see, my dad was in the Army.
Okay, I didn't know.
So I was on an Army base in Kansas when I was born.
Okay.
And so with the Army, we traveled around a lot. We actually moved to Big Rapids. I was in first grade.
Okay.
My dad was the Army recruiter in town.
Okay, that's how I knew him.
So,
yeah, I remember your dad.
Yep, and he coached football at the high school with Stewart.
Yeah.
He worked with the linemen. Stewart called him Sarge because he would wear his dress blues to the games.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I knew. That's why I always thought you guys were always from here.
Yeah, we moved in here first grade. So.
And then you wrestled?
I did. In high school, yeah.
At Big Rapids.
At Big Rapids.
Yeah. And your dad coached a little bit there in Big Rapids, didn't he?
He coached some football.
Oh, okay.
Earlier, before I got to high school, he coached with Stewart some football. He didn't coach wrestling.
Okay.
He would help out. He was at everything we were at. He took video. Back in the old days when you had to have the big video camera and the extra tape deck and all that stuff, so he would do video.
What got you into coaching? Who was the coach before you, Bruce?
Coach Miller. Yeah, Coach Bruce Miller. He was a good coach. He actually got me started in it.
Because you played under him, probably.
I did. I wrestled under him. And then I think probably I was out of school a year. Went to Western, came back to Big Rapids, the hometown. Went to Ferris for a little bit. He got Rob Nista and I, who wrestled together, to do the middle school because that was just a new kind of a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So I started out doing middle school wrestling way back then.
Yeah.
And then I did some football at the high school with the varsity and the freshmen, and then got into a factory job for a while. So second shift, can't coach, but then. After I went back to school, got my teaching degree, been coaching something most of the time since.
But what does this do for you, wrestling?
The thing with wrestling for me was always the nowhere to hide and nobody else to take your credit.
Yeah.
You beat a guy, it's because you beat a guy. Yeah. If you lost, it's because you lost. You can't blame a teammate, or you can't play you can't go out and wrestle your best match and have your teammate fumble the ball, and cost you a game. It's all on you, and I think that's what made me fall in love with it. And
yeah. Well, you can't make a decision for any of these guys really on the mat, can you?
Not too many. I mean, I try though. If you ever come to a meet and you watch, I try to help them. I'm moving around. I wiggle my hips. I do. I feel for them. I'd love to go out and wrestle for them. I'd love to jump in Austin's body because mine's old and busted, now, and go out there and help him. But I can't. So, what we try to do as a coaching staff is teach them what we can teach them, help them with their life lessons.
Do you hear him out there when you're wrestling, Henry?
I don't hear anything when I'm wrestling. It's just I'm in a zone.
Okay. How about you, Austin?
Yeah, I usually hear him. He's a pretty loud guy. So
is he? Yeah. How about your dad?
I don't really hear my dad.
No,
not much.
Is your dad probably not outspoken at a match, huh?
No, he like when I'm wrestling, he usually just stays quiet. And so
Yeah.
He's cheering, but I can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah, I bet he goes to all of them too, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How about your folks, Henry? They're there all the time?
Yep, all the time.
Your dad wrestled, did he, Henry?
Nope. I'm the first one to wrestle.
Your dad's a big man. That's why I wondered, yeah.
Big football.
Oh, yeah. He went to Big Rapids.
No, he went to Morley. He played football for Morley.
Okay, Cornell from down Morley. Good family. Yeah. You guys have a family reunion every year and get about 300 people there?
Just about.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. Bruce, going back to you, you were over in the east side of the state for a while, right?
Yeah, I was over in the Thumb for a little bit.
How'd you like that? What's the comparison from that to here?
Yeah, it was small. We had K-12 in one building. They didn't have a wrestling team. Football was big there. I did some middle school football coaching. Over there, I did athletic director part-time for a little while. It's teaching athletic director because it's such a small school district. But, it was nice in some sense. It was very small. You kind of knew everybody. But they had graduating classes of 26 to 30 kids,
How about wrestling is more important to wrestle than be a good football player, or do you see football players being better wrestlers?
And I try to pitch it. Wrestling will help you be a better football player.
It does it, Austin?
100%, yeah. I mean, it just helps your footwork and obviously your mental game. But yeah.
So you like him. Well, your coach, Seltzer, football coach, he's there. Does he promote a lot of those football players to wrestle?
He tries, yeah.
Does he?
Yep,
yeah.
He tries.
Both his boys are pretty good, aren't they?
Both his boys are pretty good, and both his boys are wrestling, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I see that. I love reading the paper, those names that I all recognize. I loved it when I seen Austin there win again, because I just keep going back to his family, and if you look at good kids today, and we have multiple, but they all come from pretty good families, don't they? That being said, do you ever get harassed by any parents? Why isn't my kid doing this, or why isn't my kid wrestling? Not too much in wrestling.
Not too much in wrestling, because the nice thing with wrestling is they can wrestle.
Right. Yeah, they're the best.
It's not, hey, I picked this kid to play quarterback over this kid because I'm the coach and I think he's better, or at this or that, or shortstop, or any other position. I know
I was talking to Sean Cassidy here on the radio not too long ago, and I said, how did you get into it? And he said, wow, I was going to the practices, and I just kind of entered in a conversation with the coach, and the coach looked at me and goes, hey, you want to take it over? Sean said, well, sure, I'll take it over.
Over the youth?
Whoever was, the youth wrestling club, whatever it's called here in Big Rapids. But he's done a tremendous job, and he's getting a lot of kids in there. That being said, like you were just talking, you don't have a lot of backups. They're going to have backups coming up in 4 or 5 years. How long do you see you doing this, Bruce?
That's a loaded question.
Yeah.
I've been going to retire for about 6 years now. And every year I'm like, this might be my last year. And then the kids come in and, they're getting better and they're winning. And I'm like, maybe not this year, maybe next year, I honestly don't know.
It takes a lot of time.
It's
How
a lot
many
of time.
hours a week would you say you put in wrestling?
Well, it's a 6-day-a-week job.
Okay.
And now with the girls, sometimes it's 7.
Yeah.
Saturday tournaments go all day.
What time do you get done during the week, like a normal night? I go to basketball games once in a while. I'll go in there, and you guys are wrestling in there.
Yep. We wrap up practice about 5:30. By the time I get out of there, it's probably 6. So,
okay.
it's
But there's guys
3
in
hours.
there after that, I see.
The youth program comes in after us most nights. Yep.
Gosh, you got to be dedicated to do that.
Yep.
So, your youth's coming up, Austin. You're 190. Who's your backup?
From
Your weight class.
I don't think I have a backup.
Okay.
We have Eric Morris.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
But he's been out. But
there's two kids at 175. So sometimes Mr. Hoffman was saying, they'll bump me up to 215, and then somebody else will take the void at 190. That way we just can wrestle all of our matches, because as of now we don't have a 215 pounder. So
you wrestle everybody on 175 and up at practice?
Oh yeah.
Who's your sparring?
Me and Bryce actually go together, and he was 157 and now he's cutting down, so I got some weight on him, but I need my skill to get better, so he kind of teaches me.
Who's that?
Bryce Selzer.
How old is he then?
He's the same age as me. He's a junior, so.
Oh, he's really good though, huh?
Yeah, he's very technical, so.
Okay, that's good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But has he ever got you down?
Oh yeah, he's took me down a couple times. But
wow, that's
I don't like
something.
to admit that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, because you don't hold that against him, because you know it's all. But you guys get pretty rough with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Then go out and have a cup of coffee afterwards, right?
It is a lot of fun to watch those two go at it. They will go at it. They will go hard.
What position is he playing football?
He's linebacker and running back.
So he's fast.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
So that has a lot to do with, like you say, footwork and football coming into wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. So who's your strongest guy on your wrestling team?
Strongest, physically strong?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Austin.
Okay. Who's your heavyweight?
Austin's the heaviest we got.
Oh, really? It is? Wow. Back Dakota Ross wrestled back at 250, I think.
Yeah, we haven't had a 215 pounder or a heavyweight this year.
Wow, that's sad, isn't it?
It's hard. We thought we had some kids coming out, but
because you got some big football players that would be heavyweight.
We keep working on them, don't we, boys?
Yep.
Yeah, it's too bad. I know looking back, Jacob Alber, remember him?
Yep.
Jacob?
Yep.
Did you coach him or is he old?
I did.
Did you? He was a pretty good heavyweight, wasn't he?
He was.
Went quite a ways, and Dakota Ross was a heavyweight.
Yeah, Dakota would have been, I actually coached Dakota years ago at middle school.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I loved his dad, Sam. He's gone now, but he was one of my favorite dads of all time. He really supported those boys.
Oh.
And, I smiled because he laughed even when they got beat. He wouldn't laugh at them, but he'd just say, hey, that's the way it goes. There's a winner and there's a loser. Well, but Dakota gave it his all,
I'll tell you a funny story about Dakota when he was in middle school, because he was a bigger kid then.
Yeah.
And a lot of places we went, they didn't have anybody his size to wrestle. And I think the first tournament he went to that had a kid his size. And he went out to wrestle his first match ever. He got to actually wrestle somebody in a meet. And the kid grabbed him and threw him down on the mat like he was a rag doll and had him on his back and was getting ready to pin him. And Dakota just had this big smile on his face because he was just happy to be able to be on the mat. Didn't matter that he was getting his butt kicked. He was just happy to be on the mat.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. That was one of those coaching moments where you're like, that's what it's about right there. Right?
Yeah.
He's getting destroyed.
Right.
But he's happy that he finally got somebody to wrestle me, Coach.
Yeah.
So that's my funny story with Dakota.
Yeah, and he carried it right through high school.
He did.
If he got beat, he was okay with it.
Yep.
He gave it his all,
And I try to tell my guys too. When you take a loss, can you go look at yourself in the mirror and say, I gave it my all?
Right.
And if you gave it your all, that's okay.
Right.
Now if you look in the mirror and go, I didn't practice hard the last week, I didn't give him my best stuff, that's a little harder to look at yourself about. Those are things you got to work on. And but that's always been mine. Yeah, sometimes I think, and maybe I think higher of my kids than they are, but sometimes I think they lose a match and I think, gosh, I think they should have won that. But if they can look at themselves in the mirror and go, I gave it my all, that's something to be proud of, win, lose, or draw.
Henry, you and Austin, you don't realize right now, but 10, 15, 20 years from now, somebody's going to ask you what made you who you are and why are you so successful in the field that you're in. And you're going to look back and say, the leadership I learned from wrestling, the self-motivation I learned from wrestling. A lot to do with footwork. and all that, but right upstairs, what you guys are learning right now in life lessons, you'll never forget these lessons, and you're a leader because you're the only one that can lead yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
You got a coach, but he can only go so far. The rest is up to you guys. You guys are in a very unique sport as far as I'm concerned because, like the coach said, you go out there, you get beat, you do it just all as if you gave it your all. And that's the way it is in business. You got to give it your all. You look at your dad, Ben Brandt. What a success story he is. I mean, he's given it his all. Your dad's a success story. I know your dad real well. And your mother, look at her. She's done it. So, and then too, what you got going is blood. I mean, you got the Fishers behind you. You got the Brandts behind you. If you fail, it's my fault.
Yep.
It can't be your family's. And same thing with you. But that being said, where are you going to be in 15 years, Henry? Where do you think? 10, 15 years. Out of college. Are you going to go to college or no?
I don't think so.
Trade school? Gas station. You're going to own a gas station.
No.
Get an Amico one. Right now, the prices are good. Trump's got the prices down. Oh, can't blame him for the prices. But anyway, what do you see you doing?
Hopefully, I'm just framing houses and hunting.
Good for you.
Yep.
Well, that's the Frederick. That's the Snyder in you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and the Cornell. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, you're going to be in the carpentry work.
Hopefully, yes.
Are you going to work for somebody or on your own?
15 years, I'll probably still be working for somebody, but working on my own, that'd be really cool.
Austin, how many drugstores are you going to have?
I don't know, 3 or 4 probably.
3 or 4 pharmacies. He's going to go into pharmacy.
Yep.
I'd go to school as long as you can. Bleed your dad to death. 8-year school. By then, you're out of there. You can have children by then. No, what are you going to be doing in 15 years, you think?
I don't know. I've been considering college like a little bit, but hopefully I can maybe get in like some real estate, some like what my dad does, and I don't know. We'll just let God take it from there.
Your dad's a hero, ain't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. He's yeah. Enough blowing him up. I hope he's not listening. But anyway, you're going to get into that. But your brothers, they're all in different things, aren't they? Like Noah is taking on the rental business and carpentry work. And you like the carpentry work, huh?
I'm more into like the business aspect of it, and I understand like you got to do like that stuff to be in it. But like Noah's more like hands-on building stuff. I'm more like the numbers and stuff. But then James he's a mechanic at Muffler Man, and Baby's working at JR Customs right now. So we're all just taking our different paths.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? But you know one thing you all have in common? You're working, Bruce, and they're playing sports.
Yep.
And they're working. You can work on top of playing sports? Mm-hmm. Johnny doesn't have time to work. No, I'm not belittling anybody, but I love it that you guys are working outside of playing too, you know. And do you have a little job right now, Henry, or not? Smiles at me.
No, not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now.
But you're going to, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're doing full-time wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Do you see wrestling in college for you, Austin?
I'm not seeing it in college, but I mean maybe if the opportunity comes, then take advantage of it. So
we're like Ferris, they dropped their baseball and wrestling back years ago, and that was too bad because Bruce Miller had a part of that too, didn't he? At college, I think.
Different Bruce Miller.
No, Jim Miller.
Dr. Jim Miller. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Dr. God, he's a good friend of mine. He's a great guy. He had them right on a pedestal up there too, didn't he?
Oh yeah, they had All-Americans left and right. Yeah, we had gone up there a time or two.
Oh yeah.
You know, in high school to work out,
and I wonder how much influence that had on the high school kids when Ferris had wrestling. Was that a big influence on those kids have like heroes at the upper level?
I mean, I think it helped. You know, you got a program like that right in your backyard. You hear about it. You get a chance to see. And hey, this goes a little farther. Of course, back when I went through, wrestling wasn't as popular mainstream because you didn't have ESPN 12.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So they didn't get television. People that knew about wrestling knew about it. People that didn't. Do
you ever style yourself after anybody, Pooter?
Oh no, I just go out there and just throw stuff.
But you don't watch anybody else wrestle and say I want to be like him?
Not really, no.
How about you, Henry? Do you have a hero upperclassman or a college student or somebody out there in the wrestling world that you look up to, like the Masked Man? Or
I definitely watch a lot of college wrestling, and there's definitely a lot of guys that I see stuff in that I try to incorporate in. Mostly, I just try to watch. Not a specific guy. I just really try to watch how everybody in college rides on top. Is what I really like to pay attention to.
You're really taking it serious, haven't you? Hasn't he, Coach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have two, Austin.
Yeah, I've took it like more serious this year than I've ever taken it before. Since last year, I mean, I made it out of districts, and then I was like, dang, I gotta start taking it serious. So this year I've been trying to take it serious, and I think it's helped me improve. So
You have one more year left.
yes, sir.
And you have no more.
I got 3 more guaranteed wrestling meets.
Oh, what grade are you in again?
Senior, 3 more guaranteed meets.
Oh, that's it. That's it for you. You're going to give it your all, aren't you?
Try my best, yeah.
But Austin, now you're going to wrestle a little bit in the summer then?
Oh yeah, hopefully. Mr. Selzer's been talking to me about some like freestyle and throwing and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe I'll get into that.
So how's that going to interfere with your football?
I mean, I might cut into it like a little bit and like for summer practices and stuff, but I think usually you can like intertwine them a little bit.
But Seltzer's probably pretty encouraging on both sports. Obviously, he loves football, but he's having some great. You guys have a pretty good year next year too, won't you, in football?
Yeah, our schedule just changed, so we got like a lot better teams, and I think that's gonna help us like a lot in like the playoffs and stuff because we're gonna have faced like that competition and like know what it's like. So
yeah, none of this playing Class D, huh?
yeah.
Well, let me take a drink here. Bob, your coffee's good. You know why? Why? It's free. So anyway, Bruce, you talked about a little bit your history there. Do you have children?
I got a slug of children, yeah.
That's what I thought. How old are your children now?
So I have 3 natural-born daughters. The oldest is finishing her master's at Central.
Wow.
The second is down at Grand Valley in her second year, trying to be an art teacher.
Wow.
My third is a senior in high school. We have a boy we adopted who's a junior. And we also are fostering 2 7-year-old twins.
Wow.
That we're going to adopt later this year.
Good for you. Now, are you teaching them to wrestle? Any of them wrestle?
I tried. I tried with my daughters coming up. Even when they were younger, girls wrestling wasn't as popular yet.
Right.
It hadn't caught on. You had a few here and a few there. And I tried, but just none of them got into it.
Yeah. I remember Freddie Myers' daughter, Kathy, wrestled. Did you coach her?
Nope. That would have been
Bruce?
Between.
Oh, okay.
After I
Who
left.
coached just before you? I thought there was a coach after Bruce Miller.
Oh, there's been several.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. They had a little problem there with keeping coaches.
They did. I think when I came in, I was the 4th in 4 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So
why was that? Just
it's hard. It's hard. I mean, there's not as many. It's a smaller pool of sports, so not as many former wrestlers, go into coaching, and it's not one of the popular sports. I mean, it's getting popular.
Yeah, it's getting more popular. It's kind of like volleyball. It's coming out of the woodwork,
It's coming up, but it wasn't. So if you wanted to coach football, where Friday night lights and a lot of hoopla, or you want to coach basketball or baseball or track, and so I think that's part of it.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you guys are coming along a long ways, because like Sean, I think he said that something like 100 kids in his youth program. 100 kids. I said, wow, back in the old days, you're lucky to see 5 or 6 coming up through their wrestling. But now the girls are getting more involved. We'll take a few minutes on that. Why do you think that is?
I think it's just some pioneers in there. Over the years, it was always kind of an oddball to have a girl on a team. And then it just kind of blew up. And right now, it's the fastest growing sport in the country.
Wow.
Girls wrestling at all levels. And like I said, I always tried to get my girls to wrestle. They weren't interested in it. So I'm glad we got girls coming in. Over my years here, we've had 1 or 2 here or there that have stuck through it and been part of the team. But last year we had Dariana Thomas on the team. She wrestled for us, and then this year we had freshman group come in, and they actually got a couple more girls that didn't wrestle before to join them, and so we've got 6, and so we were like, oh hey, we've got a girls team, we got to start getting some girls events, and so
name some of them girls. I see them on Facebook. Their mothers are really proud of them.
Well, they should be. We got Megan Cassidy.
Okay, yeah.
She's actually our starting varsity 106 pounder. So she's not just on the girls team. She wrestles for us too.
Wow.
And I think she was ranked 5th in the state.
Really?
Yep. Had a tough match last Saturday. Slipped in the rankings, maybe to 8th, but not very far down. It was a close match. And we got Dariana Thomas at 120. Aaliyah Kelch is brand new this year at 120 pounds. She started out losing everything. Not picking on her, but she was new, and now she's got a winning record. You know, and anytime she goes out on the mat, I think, man, she's got a chance to win. She's really taken into the coachability of it. You know, you get in on a shot and you got to keep driving it. I mean, when she gets in, she drives. She drives better than any of the guys I got on my team when she gets in there.
No. So are they pretty muscular then?
Well,
they lift a little weight.
We got them in the weight room with us when we go. Yeah, we're getting them in shape. Aaliyah Langell.
Yeah.
She was in our varsity lineup at 150.
Wow.
She's ranked number 2 in the state for girls at 155 right now.
Is that Dan's daughter?
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah, well,
Sister. Dan Langell's sister.
Well,
Dan's dad, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good people.
Yep.
Well, they're athletic.
They're great. They're great.
His boys are good football players.
Yep.
And good wrestlers, too.
Yeah, Danny didn't come out this year.
Yeah.
We tried to get him.
He's a junior. Yeah.
Yes,
Yep. Nice young man.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah. Have you ever wrestled a girl? Austin?
I don't think in my high school career, no. I mean, maybe like when I was younger, but not in high school.
What would you do differently if it was a girl?
Try to take them down faster so I don't get beat.
Yeah, right. They're pretty tough, though.
Yeah.
How about you, Henry? You've wrestled a girl at your weight class, right? Oh, boy, we got him laughing in here.
Yeah, we do.
I wrestled a few, being a lighter guy. Yeah, I wrestled a couple. I'd say the only thing I do, I don't really do anything differently. You know, it's part of the sport. If you're a tough enough girl to go out there and wrestle boys, I feel like me going lighter on you is almost a little bit disrespectful to you, because you're involving yourself in the sport and they expect it. They train harder than most boys, I would say, because they know they're wrestling boys. So I think they train harder. They put their mind to it more because they know. I mean, not to discriminate, most of the time they're at a little bit of a disadvantage.
Right.
So I think they definitely try a lot harder. So I just go out there and wrestle them just like I'd wrestle any other guy.
But so you just blank out the gender thing and just say I gotta. And then what goes through your mind though when you look at her and think she's beautiful?
I'll tell you what goes through, because I'll tell you this happened.
I'm sure it has.
WBZX Big Rapids.
You gotta tell a cute story.
Yeah, Henry has asked girls for their number after they beat him.
Really? Okay.
I'm not gonna. He's done it a time or two. Right. I don't know how many.
Yeah. Well, I see it happening.
This was years ago.
It was years ago, but yeah,
it'd be really cool though if you were dating a girl that you're wrestling and give her a big kiss on the cheek afterwards. Sorry, honey, you beat me.
Yeah.
This was years ago.
It was, but it was a funny story. I mean, it was.
But at your work, how many matches did you have girls this year?
I don't think I've wrestled a girl this year.
Oh, okay.
It happened a lot my freshman year, because my freshman year I wrestled 106, real little.
Yeah.
That's probably the most populated girls weight class that wrestle boys.
I see.
So being up at 126, I think I might have wrestled one last year, but I haven't wrestled a girl this year.
So how do the boys handle it? Pretty good though, eh?
Sometimes you have to remind the boys that they're wrestling a wrestler. And yeah, take the gender out of it, because if you go out there and you think that you need to be some old school, overly polite, nice, soft, you're going to get destroyed, because they're a wrestler.
Well,
I mean, they're a wrestler.
Right. But, in other sports, there's a lot of criticism that guys are going into girls' sports. Now, this is just the opposite. Girls are going into the guys' sports and doesn't seem to be a problem. Why is that? Because, like the guy goes in there, recently a swimmer or something, and he beat the woman record or whatever, and they say, well, that's not fair because he's a guy. He shouldn't be playing against the girls. But it seems to be nobody's raising Cain having girls in the boys wrestling. Why is that?
Well, I think with wrestling is different because of weight classes. So you that weight class kind of levels that playing field a little bit. You go wrestle Henry, you got to be 126 pounds. If you're over 126 pounds, you're not wrestling Henry. If you want to wrestle Austin, you got to be under 190 pounds, or hope coach bumps him up, right? So,
but a girl wouldn't be. And I shouldn't say this because I know we got a national champion in disc throwing, the Bissett gal from Grand Valley, and she's toned. That gal can compete with the best of the best. So I'm not going to ask that next question. I'm going to say I don't know of too many girls that would be toned like Austin.
Right.
At 190. At 190.
190-pound girl wrestler?
Yeah.
A lot of them would be toned close to him.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And a lot of them, to be there would have worked hard and
girl
might know more moves than Austin.
I wouldn't let him win, though.
No, and I'm going to tell you something. If you did, you wouldn't be able to go home. And if you did go home, you'd be sleeping in the barn because Daddy would be right there saying, come on, boy, I'm going to show you how to wrestle. Oh, I love it. You guys are just good people. Both you guys come from great families. I'm glad you guys came on the air today. I knew this hour would go real fast, and it goes real fast when I talk, but I'm glad I gave you guys a few minutes to talk about your lives a little bit. But
a few.
Who's your hero, Austin, before we get off air here? Do you have a hero? And Henry, you think of that because that's going to be a question for you too. And then Bruce, I'm not going to let you off easy either. Who was your hero growing up?
Mine? Oh, man, I had so many of them. One of my biggest ones, though, was Mrs. Nista. Math teacher had in high school.
I love her.
Yep.
Gosh, I'm glad you brought her up. She's a wonderful lady.
Yes.
She, when she retired, she went over to St. Mary's and worked with the kids over there.
I'm sure she did.
Math, right?
Yep, math.
Yeah, and I don't think she charged them a dime.
Nope.
And just, she's just, did you know her, Austin, at St. Mary's?
No.
Mrs. Nista? Oh, God, yes. Her and Fred, great people.
Yep.
So that's nice that you recognized her. I hope she's listening.
I hope so,
if
too.
Not, she can still watch it. We're talking about you, Mrs. Nista. How about you, Austin?
I would say definitely mine is my dad. I mean, we just have, so many talks, every single night about just countless things, and he's just taught me so many things in my life, and yeah, he's just always there for me. So
there's a separation of being a father and a best friend. Your dad's pretty unique at separating those two things, isn't he? And the reason I say that, folks, I've known Ben since he came to town when Don Helder made a statement to me that there's a good man right there, Pat. I'm gonna help him a little bit here and there, and you're gonna see him do some great things in Big Rapids. And Don wasn't kidding me there. And that was probably 25, 30 years ago. Who knows how many years ago it was, but seems like it's been a long time ago. But I've been out to your house on Tuesday nights and watch your dad talk to you boys, and stuff. And he's a real life man, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, he's just taught us so many things about God and business and just everything. He's just a good teacher. So
yeah. But he just, I was never that way with my boys. I don't think. Your dad's very unique. As like I said before, separating, because you can't be a best friend to your kid. If you are, in the end, I don't think it's going to turn out too well, because someday you're going to defeat that purpose and he's going to resent you. Where your dad, he's really gained respect from you boys big time. You look up to him, and I can see in your eyes you just have always adored him. That's quite a good compliment for your dad. It's better than anything you could ever buy him in life, I'll tell you that. Henry, who besides me today, who's your hero?
I really don't think I have an answer.
That's okay.
I don't think I do.
But your folks have done a good job with you.
Yeah, definitely so grateful for them and everything they've always done.
Yeah.
Always, both of them, mom and dad, ridiculous amounts of things they've done for me through my whole life. But there's no but to that, actually. There's not. I just don't know how to put it on one person.
No, that's fine. Yep, that's a good answer. Don't you think, Bob? I always like to throw it to Bob because he's always not listening and he's looking at something. He's controlling that part.
Well, yeah, that's TV broadcast. See, I'm now a TV director, so I'm not a radio guy anymore. I'm the TV director. So.
Well, that's about it. Anything else you want to say, Henry? Who's your favorite teacher? Bruce Hoffman?
No.
I'll go with Mrs. DeBruni at the high school. She runs the ISS room, the in-school suspension room.
Oh, you go there a lot?
No, I don't go there a lot. But no, I don't go there a lot anymore. But I think she's probably one of my favorites.
I think we're going in the right direction in America right now, Henry. You follow?
I hope so.
Yeah. Reason I say that is because your hat. You got
the American flag on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I try not to pay too much attention to it right now. Right now, I'm just really focused on wrestling. That's
what you should be. Mm-hmm. How about you, Austin?
I mean, yeah, I think we're going in a good direction.
Good.
Yeah, I don't really follow too much politics either, but...
No, I don't want to talk politics. I just want to know if you're happy with America the way it is right now.
Yeah,
good. Well, Bruce, that pretty well sums it up. I was going to call Brendan Walsh. He was waiting for a phone call on the Coyote basketball this last week, and I believe they played Fremont last night. I don't know how they fared. Does anybody know how Reed City Coyotes did?
We're wrestlers.
There you go. How about the Cardinals? Did they play last night in basketball? I think they probably did.
They lost to Whitehall by 15 or 16.
Okay, you went to the game?
I didn't go. Kurt, though. Kurt was talking.
Wilbur?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he plays for them, doesn't he? Yeah, they're having a fairly decent year, and they got beat by Whitehall. And I would imagine the Coyotes played Fremont tough last night, but Fremont's probably one of the better ones in West Michigan right now. I think their record was going at 10-4. But maybe if we have time, we can call him for a little bit. Bob, or do you want to get off the air and go back to your regular? Jen wouldn't care, would she?
No, actually, Kyle has a big interview coming up at 11. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
So we have to clean out the studio and get things set for the next day.
God, Brennan.
He's got Hospice of Michigan. He's got the president and vice president of Hospice of Michigan coming in. So.
Anyway, Brendan Walsh just texted me, said we won, so he probably would like to say 5 minutes. 65-48, they beat a team.
Yeah, give me his number.
We'll give him a 5 call. Wins in a row. Let's give him a call just real quick. Or Brendan, why don't you give us a call? You got our number, 592-1039. Well, thanks a lot, boys, for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us,
Pat. Best of luck in regionals, like you said.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Yeah, take a quick break, but you got a wrestling match tonight.
Yep.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Big Rapids.
Big Rapids High School
again. Who?
We should take on Ithaca and Manton.
All right, so 5 o'clock. What time you wrestling tonight?
Well, we haven't drew a weight class yet, so I don't know yet, but yeah, anywhere from 5 to when we finish. So
what time do you think? Because I got something going on at 5, but I might be able to skip out of there at 6. I wouldn't mind coming watching.
Yeah.
How long does it take to wrestle?
It depends. If there's voids in the weight classes, about an hour and a half, maybe hour and a half a team.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll still be there at 6:30.
Probably should.
And then he doesn't wrestle right away.
Depends on what weight class we draw to start at.
Oh, you don't start with the youngest one?
Nope.
Or the
we used to when I was in school. Now they draw a weight, and whatever weight they draw, you start there and go through your lineup and then start back over at the bottom.
Why'd they do that?
I think they got tired of it always coming down to the heavyweights.
Oh, but that's what it
was always a fun thing.
Yes,
right?
it was. Yeah, I used to go when Sean Cassidy wrestled.
Yeah,
he was our neighbor over there, and he was a good little wrestler. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's too bad we don't promote that more because wrestling is a very, very exciting sport.
It is. It's it's only a 6-minute match, so a lot happens in 6 minutes.
It's not one of those things where you say, I'm going to go get some popcorn.
Nope. Because,
dang, here comes Austin's wrestling, and then, dang, here comes Henry, and then, dang, I know that kid too. And before you know it, you're sitting there for an hour, and the hour went by so fast. Yeah.
Yep.
So you know what I'm trying to say, folks, is it's not a boring sport at all.
Nope.
It's very action-packed. It's like kind of turning on the Good News Bears or whatever that show was. You know, you couldn't leave it, or Dallas does. No, I can't say that one. What's the other good show, Bob, on TV right now? Anybody?
I don't know. Don't know what you like. Lawrence Welk.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
But anyway, 5 o'clock tonight.
Yeehaw.
Good. Is Brennan calling in? Or are you going to take a break?
No, we'll take a break.
Take a break. All right.
Call him. Yep, be right back.
God bless you all.
All righty.
Thank you.
It's snowing again. And the last thing you want is to have to deal with that old clunky snowblower that might not even start. Or perhaps you've been told that shoveling is not a very good idea for you. Well, wouldn't you like to have the peace of mind knowing that your driveway and walks will be taken care of? M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing wants to give you that peace of mind. No matter how long or short your driveway is, M&M can take care of it. If you just want snow plowing and walk shoveling, or if you like the full treatment with a layer of salt, they can do that as well. If you're a business owner, you know that an unplowed parking lot means lost revenue. Let M&M take care of it before your doors open. Remember, customers on the plow list get first priority when the snow comes. All it takes is a phone call to M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, 231-796-4956. When winter rears its ugly head, and it will, take comfort that M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing is here to serve you.
Hi, this is Pat Curry. We're right here with Brian Miller at 1039. We talk about what's happening with sports in Big Rapids. Well, we got a new sponsor. None other than the Great Body Shop right on Maple Street, east of the bridge in Big Rapids, Michigan. It's called M&M Collision Center. They're celebrating 30 years of trusted, top-quality auto body repair and remains the name you can trust. Whether you have a major collision repair or a minor fender bender, our award-winning team has you covered, with free loaners and vehicle detailing with every repair. They work with all insurance companies and treat every vehicle like it's one of their own. From auto body repairs to supporting local community organizations, giving back to the community is part of who they are. Come and see Matt and Devin and Trish and Justin. Just a great group of people there. Come and see why Big Rapids trust M&M Collision Center of Big Rapids, where quality and community come together.
Come say cheers at Zott's Bar and Grill in Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people, where everybody knows your name. Zott's, people's choice for best soup. You don't want to miss their award-winning burgers and chili as well. Originally opened in 1933 and serving it up ever since. Seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Roxanne and Doug at Zott's Bar and Grill are proud sponsors of the Signature Player of the Week for the Curries Hot Stove League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m.
This is Alec Gary of Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes in Big Rapids and Barrington. I believe what sets Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes apart from everyone else is our commitment to service excellence. When a family calls, we are there before, during, and after the funeral experience. I want you to be able to trust calling us. You know, we're here to guidance and counsel each and every single family to each and every single need. And we just feel like the commitment to families, especially ones that put their care and trust in us, we are going to go above and beyond to do anything we can to help a family during their time of loss. This is Alec Gary, a legacy of service, a promise of care with Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, located in Big Rapids and in Barrington.
When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout, or worse, visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town.
All right, we're back. 1039, the best gas station in North Michigan. Most people say northwestern Michigan.
Gas being the operative word.
North side. Hey, we had some great guests this morning. If you missed it, you can get on YouTube and watch it again. We had Austin Brandt and Henry Cornell and their great coach, Bruce Hoffman. I'll tell you, they don't come any better than Bruce. All right, you there?
Yeah, I got you, Pat.
Oh, Brennan, good morning. Brennan's head coach, Brennan Walsh, head coach, third year or fourth year up Coyotes?
Fourth year.
Fourth year at Coyote Land. I texted Brennan yesterday. I said, do you mind if I call you tomorrow morning? I might, need a filler. And Brennan's always very accommodating to me, saying, yeah, you give me a call. I'll talk to you. So anyway, I says, who you playing? He said, Fremont, 10-4 team or 9-4, whatever they were. Pretty tough team to play, right?
Yeah, they're a good ball club.
And you guys came out?
And, it was a little bit lost words last night on how we actually did it, but, we beat them 65-48 and kind of led from beginning to end and played our best ball game of the year.
What made them, what happened there? I mean, and you played in Fremont, right?
Yep, we played in Fremont. They had a good crowd.
Oh, they always do. It's tough. It's hostile over there. They're a good group of people.
They weren't very loud last night, though. We didn't give them much momentum and did a great job of quieting a big student section.
You think did you change things up? Did you kind of keep everybody fresh legs, or did you leave the same 5 guys in there and say, hey, we got it going, you guys are hot, stay in there? I know a lot of times a hot guy will go out there and score 18 points. The next thing you know, the coach is pulling your kid out of the game, and you're going, why did you do that?
We played the night before in White Cloud, and so we rotated a lot. Everybody got decent minutes. Everybody got out there knowing that we'd be playing a tough team the next night, and so it kind of saved some legs. And we did. We went. We kind of leaned on our top 6-7 guys pretty heavy last night. They played a lot of minutes.
Who scored the most? What was his points?
Payne Gogolowski for us. He's averaging almost 19 points a game, and he had 17 for us. And but Rowan Johnston, sophomore, he had 13 and he had 20 rebounds, and his rebounding was a big difference in the game.
Wow! How you guys boxed out Fremont?
We did a little bit of boxing out, but Rowan's just athletic and tall, and he just goes up and gets it.
How tall is he?
And so that him being in there was huge for us.
Wow. Yeah, you're probably like, what's going on here, huh?
Well, it was. I mean, they beat some good teams. They beat Whitehall twice. They beat Kent City, beat Hart. They're a quality ball club. Yeah, they were 10-4 coming into it, and we've only got one win against a winning team, and so it was probably a little surprising.
So, do you think it's because you guys are just kind of gluing together now, coming together as a team, and know your positions better now, or is it the great coaching of Brennan Walsh and Jason Kostecki up there?
It's 5 wins in a row. The boys are, they're starting to figure things out. We're starting to get our rotations down. It took us a little while. It wasn't just a couple weeks ago when we were sitting at 4-7 and feeling a little bit sorry for ourselves and trying to figure things out. And then all of a sudden, now you're 9-7 and beating a couple of good teams. We beat Chip Hills last Friday. And so now confidence is a big thing, and build momentum and feeling pretty good.
What you got the first year coach Jason Kostecki up there coaching with you guys? Is he helping you out a lot on varsity?
Yeah, he'll be. He's right down there on the bench with us, and does a good job, and doing a good job with. We practice our freshmen and JV together, and so he's in there to practice with those guys, and our freshmen have struggled a little bit, but he's helping out with them, making them better, and then our JV's done really well. They're 12-3.
How do you keep them humble now? Because now you just got off beating Chippewa Hills, which was a favorite to beat you, and Fremont was probably a 20-1 shot beating them, and you won that, so you're paid $40 for every $2 on DraftKings.
There you go.
You blew up the old phones there, didn't you?
Yep. So, humble is, if we lose Friday night at home against Big Rapids, we're not celebrating these last few wins. So, take care of the next one.
You're playing Big Rapids in Reed City?
Yep, on Friday.
Well, I think they got beat last night, but they're not. They're a winning team. They play hard right now. Big Rapids really kind of came together too the last couple of games. They played a real tough team last night. I think they played Whitehall last night. I think.
Yeah, they played Whitehall, and they've won like 4 out of their last 6 games, something like that, and been playing better basketball. They've got good athletes, and it'll be a tough game on Friday, I'm sure.
So how do you prep them guys for that, or they already know it?
Well, we've been focused on who we've been playing lately, and just trying to get better. And coming off back-to-back games today, we'll go pretty light and try to just rest some legs and do scouting report, walk through things, and then tomorrow hit it hard and be ready. But our boys have done a really good job of doing defensive game plans for each team that we played, and we mix it up a lot, what we're going to do, and so we'll come up with what our plan is for Big Rapids starting tonight in practice.
I know I won't take much more time here, but everybody knows everybody from Reed City to Big Rapids, what they're going to do. You got Cole Heiss, he's a big gunner for Big Rapids. You probably key on him. The Wilbur kid's coming along pretty good for the Big Rapids right now, too, and then, of course, you got Mossel. You got 3 guys right there, pretty tough guys. They're good football players too, so they're muscled up good. But they're coming to their own right now, and I'm sure they got a couple more. So it's going to be a good test for Reed City, even though you beat a big team like Fremont and Chippewa Hills. Big Rapids, you never can count them out, can you?
No, they got a bunch of big, strong athletes, and they'll be tough, and of course it's a rivalry game, and I'm sure they'll play hard.
How much of it will it be coaching that wins that game?
So I don't know. It comes down to the boys who make shots, who hustles on defense, who's playing more desperate, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I know. I'm only being facetious. I like that word, but I'm only being smart. You know what? Both coach very well. I know you got a lot of respect for Coach Thomas there. His first year, he's having a kind of a rough team, a rough year this year, but he's getting better. But Reed City, I'll tell you what, you guys play with a lot of pride, and for your turnaround, that's got to be a big surprise.
Yeah, we a lot of it comes down to we played some tough competition in the beginning. I think we were 2 and 5 to start the season, and we put our point guard Grayson Ween. He's a freshman, and we're 7-2 since we put him in the starting lineup. And what he did was he allowed other guys to go to the right positions and be in the spots where they go their strengths, and so that's a big reason for our turnaround. I
thought maybe it was the ghost of Jesse Kyleen coming back into that gym.
No, but I hope I see him there on Friday.
No, I bet you will. This will be a big crowd, won't it? So, folks, if you want to see a great game, Big Rapids against the big Reed City Coyotes in Reed City at what time?
7 o'clock.
They have a game before that?
Yeah, the girls 5:30. Both our varsity and their varsity playing.
Yeah. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Both teams may, one of your teams win. I'm rooting for both you guys, being your family, and this is family down here. So we are BR.
Come watch the game, and
I'll try to be there.
Come celebrate at Sonny's afterwards.
Yep, I got my senior pass.
There you go.
In fact, last year I got it signed by your AD up there.
Oh, good.
Matt Hansen, is it?
Yep, Ryan Hansen.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, good guy. He did that for me up there. I didn't have one. But anyway, all right. Well, God bless you, Brennan. God bless America. We really appreciate everybody listening this morning. We wish the best of luck to all athletes, and they all come out safe and sound. God bless America.
Have a good day.
You bet. Bye-bye. All right.
Wednesday morning sun is rising, and Brandt talking strong. High school tales and sports they bring. Life's a story and a song. College dreams and fields of green. Memories we all hold dear. Stories told in morning's glow. B1039 is here. Hot stove leaves so full of cheer. Lively tunes for all to hear. And sheriff side by side. Athens Sports League, take a ride.
Brought to you by Big Rapids Tire, Zott's Bar and Grill, the